you for being here with me today. Drop hashtag live if you're here live with me. Write replay if you're catching the replay. And I'm going to be using this Zoom link. I prefer Zoom versus the Facebook group. If you're coming on Facebook, come on in, say hello, drop a hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And we're going to rock and roll. And we're going to be on the same exact Zoom link today, next Wednesday, the following Wednesday, and so on and so forth. Okay, so everyone, if you registered for one, hopefully it'll register you for the next few. But we'll be here again. And what I wanted to do today is, I'm calling it this investor special, unshakable investor, unshakable entrepreneur. And come here, come in, join me today, join me next week. And what Ajit and I were talking about was, what would it look like to give you all some amazing value and to really help you learn what it is that we're doing to support people, to make more money, to get more deals, to help more people, right? Yes to abundance in the chat so we can see you and we can acknowledge you, and it's okay. It's okay now. And I'm giving all of you permission to be abundant, okay? To be abundant. Because when you're abundant and you're stepping into your highest potential and your highest power and your self-actualized you, guess who benefits? Everybody in your life that loves you. Okay, and now it is time to stop with the victimhood, because we all had a stupid old victim story, including yours truly, and we're going to keep it real today. But enough with the fucking old stories. Excuse my language, it's my group. I'm going to say the F word if I want to. And it's time to move into something different. Okay, and even the timeline of this series is there on purpose because we are just 3.5 weeks away from the new year, 2024, okay? And I don't know if you're aware of it, but we're really gonna be aware of it. And it's not time to shit all over ourselves, be like, oh my God, da-da-da, and go more into the victim story. It's time to take our power back and be like, you know what? I deserve to be abundant. I deserve to help people. I deserve to be there for my family and create my life on purpose. And it's recognizing that you do deserve it. Okay. And if anyone has told you otherwise, screw that. I'm here to tell you, you do deserve it. And it's time for you to take your power back, because nobody can give you your power except for you. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, what I'm doing is, for the month of December, I'm offering 3 people a free business assessment. So if you're interested in it, please go ahead and book a call using the game plan link here, but grab that and please go ahead and it's not a sales call. I'm not selling you anything. I'm simply there to give you 15 minutes of clarity on what it is that's preventing you from being moving into the next level, and what it looks like to get there. Okay, so 15 minutes could change the trajectory of your life and really help you move into your business more intentionally. So if you're interested, please grab that link and book a call with me. Okay. So with that being said, and I have a little bit of cough here, so please forgive me. It is what it is, and it's that crazy time of year. I'm gonna grab my little cough drop here. But last week, what we talked about was, and we're calling it kind of a 3-part Unshakable Investor series. Okay, so last week, what we talked about was how people's goals are not helping them get to the outcome that they want. Okay, so if you don't know what you want, how in the world are you going to know if you're going to get there? Clarity is power. Okay, you have to know what you want, and it has to align. Okay, so an example that I gave last week is, if you're a real estate investor, you're looking for passive income and you're exploring fix and flips in terms of doing the project management construction piece, do you see how that's a fundamental disconnect from passive income? I don't want to touch that. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so we really need to be aligned with what we want. So clarity is power. And then again, with these business plan assessments, Ajit and I are helping a lot of folks this month get a massive clarity on what to do differently so that they can actually get the results that they want in their business. Okay, and if you're, again, at the end of another year and you're approaching the end of 2023 and you're exactly where you were in 2022, it's time to, let's stop with the victim story, stop going into blaming ourselves, stop going into making ourselves wrong, and be like, what does it look like to move forward into a new direction of empowerment, of confidence, and of clarity and focus and action? Okay, and it's not just about action, it's about aligned action. It's about aligned action, because if you don't know what you want, God will give you more abundance. Here's a check for $1. Is that what you want? Not really, God. Well, you said you wanted more money, but you weren't clear with what you wanted or how you wanted that to be. So it's about, making sure that what we want is really aligned to the goals that we have, are really aligned to the actions. And it's not about working around the clock and busting our chops. It's about, what does it look like to really move the needle intentionally into the path of more abundance? Okay. And so I wanted to share a few messages for today in kind of this today's piece, which is doing the one thing to move the needle in your business. I want to talk about that next week. I want to go into some of the mindset piece about the fears that are holding you back from stepping into your power. So we're going to go into some mindset coaching next week. So come, partake, be selfish, honor you, show up for you, put everything else on hold, because you deserve to put that time on you. Okay. And on the 20th, I'm kind of putting out the plan for the next 3 weeks. So last week we talked about how your actions are aligning with the goals. Today, we're going to talk about moving the needle, doing less to make more. Next week, we're going to go into some of the mindset of why we don't do less to make more. Okay. And why we're all over the place and in the hamster wheel. And then on the 20th, we're really going to talk about setting ourselves up to be the most unshakable version of ourselves for 2024. And that 20th is going to be the same time, 12 p.m. Central, and it's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour long, and I'm going to give you everything. So make sure you show up, mark your calendar, show up at this registration, and unapologetically, selfishly choose you. And there's a reason, 20th, 10 days, 11 days away from the new year. Let's get ourselves in the mindset of success. So now we can just get rocking and rolling and actually go into aligned action in 2024. How's that sound? Okay. So for today, and where I even came up with the topic, and I'm going to be really open, really honest, really blunt, because my intention isn't to waste your time. My intention is to help you see what you've been unwilling or afraid of seeing. First of all, just doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff isn't serving you. Okay. And I just cannot say this enough. So I supported about 8 or 9 clients this month alone, new clients. And what was really crazy is most of these people, when I asked them, how much time and energy are you spending on your business? They said 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, da, 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 da. And I asked them, what is your sales plan? And they didn't have one. And I said, what is your business, your marketing plan? And they didn't have one. If your business, if you're not spending 80% of your time in your business on sales and marketing, that is not a business, my friends. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but the truth can set you free if you want it. You have to spend 80% of your time on sales and marketing. It doesn't mean that you're the only one busting your chops. That's why when you start valuing your worth, you value yourself more, you can hire a team. You can start offsetting some of the tasks and making sure your team members are able to take on those tasks and actually do the thing. Okay. But in your business, 80% of your mark should be, or of your energy, of your time, the business's time should be on sales and marketing. And I'm going to share a few things with you that, like when I look at these 7, 8 new clients that I supported in the last month alone, I'm going to share with you what is there for every single one of these clients. Okay. And if you're one of the new clients that came into my world, you know who you are. If we haven't talked about the business plan piece, pay attention. We're going to go there. First thing, people don't know who you are. People don't know who you are. People don't know what your brand represents because you don't have clarity in your brand. People don't know what the heck you sell or what you represent or what your specialty is. Okay. So in a real estate example here, as this happens to be a real estate group, if you are the asset management person, if you are the project management person, People have to know that you are that. Does that make sense? I am a coach that helps people make more money in their business. I am a coach that helps people get more deals. I am a coach that helps people get the clarity, own their worth and value, and have the plan so they can actually execute and get powerful results. If you don't know what I do, how will you know what to come to me for? If people don't know what you do, it's so simple. And I'm telling you, 8 out of 8, 100% of these new clients, as in they're getting on board with the Karishma way. But it's about, look at what you're doing. If it doesn't bring you money into your bank account, there's something that's disconnected, my friends. People have to know who you are and what you represent and what value you bring to the equation. And if you haven't put yourself forth as that, there's something holding you back. But if you don't believe in you to put yourself forth out there as that, how can you expect people to come to you and value you for that? So do you see the two-prong message here? You haven't put yourself out there as that. But why is that? One is the strategic part is off, missing, disconnected. The actionable part is missing. But the second part is that you don't believe in yourself. You don't own your worth and value enough to be marketing yourself as that. And it's simple things. I've had one of my clients is a real estate agent, incredible mom, beautiful family. She's been in business for a long time, 8-10 years now, as a real estate agent in her case. And I was talking to her and I said, let me just check out your Facebook, because I asked her where she does her marketing. She said, Facebook. I looked on her Facebook. All I saw was feeds of her beautiful children. That's wonderful. But if I don't know she's an agent, if I don't know that you're a real estate investor, and not just a real estate investor that specializes in X, Y, or Z, how in the world, when I have a deal that requires asset management, when I have a deal that requires funding, when I have a deal that requires underwriting, how will I know to come to you if you haven't marketed yourself as that? And it's not just in social media, it's across the board. Okay, so these people that are new people that have come into my life are coming to me for business. They want to grow their business. They're spending 80 hours a week, okay, 60 to 80 hours a week on their business, and they don't have the clarity on what their superpower is. They don't have clarity on what it is that they do that adds value to their business. These are fundamental foundational pillars, my friends. If we don't have that, we don't have a business. Now you're going to be in the hamster wheel indefinitely and frustrated. At some point, you're going to give up because that business hasn't been able to provide you what you need from the business to support your family. And you're not able to help yourself, your family, or everyone else you're about to impact if you don't have that foundational piece of the clarity, but more importantly, the belief in yourself to be able to put yourself out there. Okay, so takeaway 1, you need clarity in what you're doing. 2, that clarity piece should be able to bring you the income and align to your goals. If you didn't watch last week's replay, go back into my Facebook group in the guide section and watch last week's 20-minute lesson. I don't need to go back into that again. Okay, number 2 is, so it should be aligned. So if you're looking for passive income, I want to sit on my butt and make 10%, you should not be looking for a deal that requires heavy asset management. Is that clear? Because guess what? You want a deal, here's a deal. And I see so many entrepreneurs are like, I want a deal, I want a contract, I want a sale. Ask and you shall receive. It may be the nightmare of a deal, but then you'll be like, at least I got a deal. Yeah, but it sucked. And it didn't make you the money, and it robbed you of your life, and it robbed you of your time, not to mention all the other opportunity costs that are lost. Okay, so let's set up the foundation, have clarity in what you want. Second piece, you need to believe in yourself so that you're able to market yourself as that. So if you're going to a networking event, people need to come to you and be like, okay, you are the person. So one of my clients, and I'm giving you specific examples, One of my clients is a football coach. Okay, he's a football coach and he's a multifamily real estate investor. I talked to him yesterday. Amazing guy. He's been in his football coaching profession for like 20, 30 years. Amazing, amazing, inspirational leader. And he's doing multifamily investment. He's literally about to get his first deal in. Okay, he is like 95% at the finish line as a result of all the work that we've been doing together for the last 2 years. Got out of his own way, took the action, consistent in the business, getting that focus dialed in, all the things, believing in himself. It's been working that muscle of self-confidence for a long time. And, yesterday we're talking about marketing and I'm like, you, my friend, you are a football coach. Put yourself as football coach Phil. Pretty sure Phil will be okay with me talking about him because he is badass. But can you imagine if you're in a marketing or networking event and you put yourself out there as football coach Phil, do you think that'll make him less memorable or more memorable? 100% more memorable. Okay, I have another client who is a controller. He is that CPA accounting left brain, like brain to be able to analyze deals and really be able to vet out what's working or not working. He's been resisting putting himself forth as a controller with a CPA background. Do you see how valuable it is to put yourself out as a controller with a CPA background if you're looking to do underwriting? Why are we hiding who we are in our business world? People want to work with you. People want to work with the authentic version of you. People want to work with the thing that makes you amazing. My client this morning, amazing executive sushi chef. He's right here, Travis. People want to work with Travis. Why? Because he is a creative in the kitchen and his years of doing what he has done for a very prominent cruise ship is actually one of his assets. But instead of hiding who we are, let's put forth who we are so we're able to show up with our business in a state of authenticity. Because ultimately, when people come to meet you in your business, in a networking event, in anything else, the thing that differentiates you from everyone else, my friends, isn't your darn like creds and your experience with the business. It's what makes you authentically you with your business. Okay, so in Phil's case, Phil, football coach Phil, oh my God, you've been inspiring youth for 20, 30 years. Like that's how much of a leader you are and a shaker and mover. I want to work with that guy. When I have a client, Travis, who is an executive sushi chef that's worked for Royal Caribbean for umpteen years, that shows commitment, consistency, dedication, leadership, and he's putting out his own brand in his business. I want to work with that guy because he's already shown the best of who he is in that world. Why would I not want to be a partner in that business too? Does that make sense? But often we make ourselves wrong for things and we hide the very things that basically become our superpower. So stop hiding who you are and have the courage to be abundant. Have the courage to be you. Have the courage to be you and put that beautiful part of you that is your authentic self, that is the thing that moves, that gets you up in the morning, gets you excited about your work, and apply that piece into your business. And if you don't know what it means for you specifically, I'm giving you an opportunity to have a free business assessment. Why wouldn't you take it? Okay? So I'm giving you all the things that I've seen are consistently holding people back. The next piece I want to talk about is that, a lot of times where we have goals and ambitions, but we're not able to project like the compensation for that thing. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So one of my clients is really creative. She loves decorating and putting all her Airbnbs together and like decorating this home and bringing it to life. That's wonderful. And that's amazing, right? But at the same time, as she's looking to expand her business, if she only gets caught up in that one part of the equation, she's going to limit herself significantly with what it looks like to grow the business. She has to be willing to hone in the superpower piece and the marketing piece and the sales piece. And I'm working with her on this as we speak in real time. But what it looks like, and she's come so far, it's like she's starting to look at things for what they are, and the monetary value that is applied to her deals and things like that, and able to assess, okay, in order to move the needle in my business, I need to do this other thing that actually makes the money. Okay, so when we're attached to a certain way and attached to a certain thing, we're actually limiting ourselves with the unlimited potential and opportunities that are out there. And that's why having someone outside of you, having someone giving you the feedback, having someone calling out your blind spots, having someone that's objective in your business is so key, because it's so easy to get stuck in the weeds of things. So one of my clients, football coach Phil, he has underwritten 300 plus deals in 2023. That is no joke. Okay. But if we're underwriting all day, which is great, underwriting a deal, or if you're listening and you're a multifamily real estate investor and all in your specialty is underwriting a deal itself and multiple deals will probably not be enough to help you leave your W-2 and go into multifamily full-time. Hate to break it to you. So we got to make sure that what we're doing is really aligning with our dollar goals, but then we're also kind of taking that big picture perspective and be like, okay, what does it look like to actually make the money in my business? Where should my focus be going? Where should my energy be going? What should my team be looking like? How can I ensure that I've got the foundational structure for my business so it's actually able to be lucrative? Okay. And this is why a team, we got to get out of this solopreneurship mindset, because it's killing you. It's killing you. And literally 8 out of 8 entrepreneurs, real estate investors, these new clients that came into my world, they're working around the clock, my friends, and they haven't gotten the deals. Why? Because they're doing the wrong thing. So we got to be willing to get out of our way and be like, okay, fine, Karishma, I acknowledge that I'm doing the right thing. What does it look like to do the right thing? And in being willing to get support. And one of the things that, I've learned along the way is abundance isn't about just receiving money, deals, income. Abundance for me means I am so worthy to be able to deserve that support. I've often had to get out of my way to ask for support and receive support so I can actually create the income on the other side. So instead of looking at the old story as excuses and reasons why you can't, empowerment, my friends, is saying, you know what? I acknowledge that what I'm doing isn't working. And it doesn't make me a failure. It makes me honest. It makes me vulnerable. It makes me just cognizant of what my real situation is right now. And I love myself enough that I know that I deserve the support on the other side to get out of my own way. And if you're willing to really go there, book a call with me. Spend 15 minutes, see what's going on with your business, see if I can help simply. And if I can't, I'll be here next week, same time, same place. But I'm just going to summarize real quick the takeaways from today. Make sure your actions align with your goals. Clarity is power. Okay. I did not write down, I got on my tangent, but make sure what you're doing is actually going to move the needle in your business. Be willing to market yourself as that. And you got to be really clear. Every networking thing, every Facebook thing, if you're a real estate investor, if you're a real estate agent, if you're an entrepreneur, if your friends, your family, your social circle doesn't know that you do that thing, how in the world can they possibly support you to move into their side? Because when you're willing to show up and be abundant, oh my God, there's unlimited possibilities and potentials. And then the next part is having that abundance mindset of like, okay, there's multiple things I need to do in my business. Karishma is saying 80% should be sales and marketing. I'm not doing 80%. What does it look like to be supported so that I am able to, from a business standpoint, put 80% in? So now I'm able to make the deals, get the income, help people, contribute to people's lives, create the powerful legacy that I'm able to. But ultimately, at the very foundational piece, we have to know, my friends, that we deserve it. We deserve it. And often we wait our entire lives waiting for permission from someone else to tell us to go out there and be all that we're meant to be. But that permission that you're seeking that permission that you're seeking from someone else can only come from you. So the first step is, you know what? Something's not working. Okay. I want this goal. I want this dream. I want this vision. Okay. I love myself to recognize I deserve it. And when I succeed and when I win, everybody in my life succeeds and wins. And it's simply that. So coming back to that truth over and over again, knowing that I've got your back, we've got your back, and there are people here rooting for you, and you're not alone. So with that, next week, I'll see you same time, same place. Next week, the 20th, mark your calendar for a 1-hour webinar. It's going to rock your socks, preparing for a powerful 2024. And we're going to bring it full force, Ajit and me, and ready to rock your world. So have an amazing week. Write your biggest takeaway in our chat today. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. Bye.